in my birthplace of Abaco, on this day, the third day of the last month of the year, my birth month, we're talking about the African variant. And I don't think anybody paid attention when Kai Mills was reporting that this one, Shane Krieg is the manager that got fired from Bakers Bay for undisclosed amount of wrongdoing, and the F&M government brought him right over. They ain't final from Bakers Bay while Mike Melman them fire him. They gave him another work permit to go to incriminate Winding Bay. Only because he's white. They don't mind that he's from South Africa. Once you're white, you're all right. That was the deal with the F&M. But I wonder if the New Day government going to continue the bleeding that Craig Krug, that got fired from Bakers Bay and went to the Abaco Club, and he's bringing the good niggas on the good ship Jesus that he deemed was good niggas while they work at the Bakers Bay. He's bringing them good niggas over at the Abaco Club. That's his claim to fame. But I did a series of videos, Christy, Hall, and Craig, Krug, Shane Krug, gotta get his name right. Shane Krug was the manager of the Abaco Club, bring hundreds of people at Abaco Club during the Thanksgiving holiday. The same thing happened to Bakers Bay, but nobody independent taxi could say that they made $100. We haven't made $100 in the biggest holiday on the calendar for us to pay some bills. So this is another year, this is the third year of nothing, because we have governments that fail to govern. They are governed for people like Craig Krug from South Africa, and Christy Hall that married one little doctor that the Abaco Club is even paying him to do some doctoring up there, but he didn't know what's going on. That's what we got in there. Once you're white, you get all the money coming in, but the Negroes have to suffer. And people don't like when I say, but white and black. They say Kai is a racist. Far from that. My campaign was funded by good white people, F&M and PLP. They saw that I was worth not only to be the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, but also to be a statesman for the Bahamas. So I had white and black helping me through monetary funds, because they saw what the people that vote PLP and F&M didn't see. They saw that I'm worth and worthy of being the Member of Parliament for North Abaco. But that's water under the bridge. This video is about to educate and to inform the government about Craig Krug from South Africa. I said he brought in hundreds of people through the Thanksgiving holiday. The question is to Dr. Dowell, my friend Dr. Dowell, Minister of Health and Wellness. Dr. Dowell, what if some of these people that came out during the Thanksgiving holiday was Craig Krug relatives and friends from South Africa? That means, Dr. Dowell, that Craig Krug, in his maybe not willingness, brought the South African virus into the Abaco Club. And we have hundreds of Bahamians that are working at the Abaco Club. And the mandate at the Abaco Club is not to wear a mask. You're frowned upon if your staff and members at the Abaco Club, also Bakers Bay, it's against the law. When we said you had to mask up, they have never done it at these clubs because they are beyond the Negro laws that run Abaco and the Bahamas. They don't give a hell about us. They call us little black monkeys. So therefore, Also to I. Chester Cooper, Minister of Tourism. Did anybody check when Kai Mills was saying that a South African is picking up people at the Marshall Airport in his private vehicle and taking his staff, his front-line staff, the girls of the front office, and having them to become a chauffeur? The question is, are these South Africans that Shane Krieg brought into Abaco? It's the South African variant. It's here because the FNM has failed to deport Shane Krug as a non-desirable. He should have been deported as a non-desirable from Baker's Bay. But here he is, bringing hundreds of people during the Thanksgiving holiday into Marshall Abaco and picking them up by himself. That's a good look. If they have that South African disease bringing into Abaco, I am happy this time that I didn't get any of that work. Let those people that picked them up be stuffed and filled with the South African variant. But the Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, needs to look into the Abaco Club and ask Craig, keep saying Craig, Shane Krieg, did you bring the virus in by allowing your friends to come from South Africa during the Thanksgiving holiday? I, Chester Cooper, Minister of Tourism, do we have this South African, Shane Krieg, directly responsible for bringing the virus into Abaco? Do you know of these people that he brought in during the Thanksgiving holiday when he refused to let these people come into taxi? I saw one guy that he brought in here. I would have liked to speak to him, but he passed me by. Joe Detch, something like that, Diecth, Joe Detch, the owner of Winding Bay. I saw him on video, Shane Krieg picking him up. I would have liked to ask him, what does Shane Krieg has as far as managerial skills, rather than the hundreds of managers that were put out of work when Grand Bahama failed, when the resorts in Nassau failed, all the Bahamian managers that have the credentials, why can't they be afforded the opportunity to work in their own country? Or is it because Shane Krieg is of white complexion? The worst racism in the Bahamas is black on black racism, that the black Negro elected politicians don't want to give their blacks an opportunity to make some cash in their country. They prefer to oust it all out to white foreigners. And one of the man is okay with that. His name keep coming up, Dr. Livingston Marshall. One thing the government should be fast at finding out, where is the $38 million that were allocated for Abaco and Abaconians? I still have calls asking for help. I am referring them to Mr. Cornish, Member of Parliament of North Abaco, and the Member of Parliament for South and Central Abaco, John Pinder. By all means, when you're looking for help, these are the persons that were elected by the majority to seek, to find. And this government should have had all their mans, all their Indians, everybody on the front burner trying to find the money for the rebuilding of 47 homes in Abaco. We're still under distress. Our homes are still leaking. We still don't have no water. We still don't have no electricity. We're still in tent, but $38,000 under there. unavailable. And you don't need to go begging to the white homeowners. All you need to do is go at Dr. Livingston Marshall's office or his home with the police and ask that Negro, where the hell is the money that's being allocated from 2019 when the membership of Baker's Bay were remorseful? Why haven't one single house been built by the government or the members of Baker's Bay that give $38 million? Where is that money, Dr. Livingston Marshall? I saw him at the courts on the 1st of December. Him and his little lawyer, lawyering up, trying to jail Kai for speaking. But this too shall pass. Find Dr. Livingston Marshall and you find the 38 million and 47 families would be out of the domes and out of the tents. But this is not a year that they will not have no Christmas nor Christmas light, because the government, the F&M government, has allowed Dr.